picked up some kitchen cabinets today, and it makes the kitchen look more like a kitchen. So I got these two unfinished ones. I chose the unfinished route because they're cheaper, and I got that one from a restore, but I was gonna try to make it work, and I was gonna get over the fact that they didn't match, but this one's like 2 inches shorter, so that's not gonna work at all. So gotta get rid of that and just get one that matches that, and then need one more cabinet for right here, which will be in between the fridge and the sink. And then I wanted to do like another cabinet right here, which would be plenty of space to walk through, but I gotta have a way to get in a stove and a refrigerator. And with this cabinet being right here in the door, I don't think is wide enough to get that type stuff through. So we're gonna have to keep this area open, but I just came up with an idea that I could do like some sort of shelf right here that didn't come all the way out, maybe just came halfway out. That's the type of stuff we'll figure out once we get there. Besides that, I can't leave the kitchen cabinets in here because I've got the guy coming to mud later this week. So no major things going on until he gets that mud up, and that's because I've got to start cleaning the place up and getting stuff out the way so it's not in his way, so he can get done quicker. And I've just got some other ticky-tack stuff to do before he comes. I do want to get that window in hopefully tomorrow, but other than that, it's just pretty much cleaning up and getting stuff out of his way so he's not walking over boards like I've been doing. That's the thing with help. When I ask for help, I try to make it as easy as possible on the person coming to help me out. That's a wrap for all the windows in the house. That was the last one. I obviously still have to frame it up from the inside with some trim, but that is all of the windows in this house replaced. There's a total of 8. I eliminated the 2 in the back. But besides it just making it look so much better from the outside, it also is more efficient because these windows are the new and improved, got the argon gas in them, which is supposed to help with the R value of the house and help it maintain temperature better. So that's always good. The next thing I'm doing today is gonna close this hole up with some siding. Got a little squirrel activity looking like up there. But this right here is some brick and it looks like it just got a flue pipe coming through it. And I guess at one time this house was heated with some sort of wood oven or something. So my intuition is that was the exhaust for either the wood oven or something to do with the heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that in. You see we've got this 2x right here. We're gonna do something very similar on this side and just close it in with that siding I've been using on the other parts of the house. Today the guys doing the drywall are wrapping up. They started 2 days ago and today is their last day doing a final sand. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but I want to stay out of their way right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pressure wash the outside of the house. If you're wondering how I'm doing that, I got a trailer with pressure washer on it and a water tank. And it is supposed to rain today, so hopefully I don't get too wet. Maybe it'll hold off till I can get out of here. I guess we'll see. Got the house pressure washed, and I wanted to be careful with getting a wand too close to the house because I didn't want to risk damaging the wood. But pretty much a lot of the paint came off. Some areas wouldn't come off as good, but right in here we're almost down to bare wood, especially over here on this back side. So it's just about ready to paint. That's one of the things I wanted to do. It'd probably be a couple more weeks before I start that process because I still want to focus on the inside. But I'm gonna step inside real quick and show you what this drywall looks like. This is the kitchen, looking good, but wait till they get some paint on it.
Hey.
Hey, looking good.
Yeah. It's finished.
You're done?
Yeah.
Gracias.
You're welcome, my friend.
Adios.
Adios.
The guys just left. They did a really good job. Super happy with what they were able to get done, the price, and how quickly. Out here on this beautiful Saturday morning. Just kidding, it's raining. It's a little chilly out. These are the days that you just want to stay in bed when the alarm clock goes off, but can't do that because too much work to do out here. Got some help today. Say hello.
Hi.
She's a little chilly out here. We don't have central heating and air out here yet. But anyways, we're gonna be taping these windows up, all the windows in the house, because we're getting prepared for paint. You can tell this window, and this door back here haven't been trimmed out yet as far as the casing and everything. So I'm gonna start working on that today. And the next couple of days just getting ready for paint, because that will be the next thing in this project after we get it prepped up. And before we'll paint, we'll be doing a whole lot of caulk, because as you guys probably already know, paint and caulk go a long way with just little gaps like that. that need to be caulked up. Most of my windows that I've already framed out are already caulked. And just like this one, I've already slapped a little bit of paint on. But the reason we're taping the windows up is because we're actually planning on spraying our first coat. To spray the house, it's a whole lot easier as far as the paint part goes, but the prep part's a little bit more tedious, like taping everything up. But once everything is prepped, it goes so quick. And then once that's done, we'll just be able to cut in all of our walls with the paintbrush and roller. Got my attic access framed up. That's just a piece of drywall. Saw a couple people in the comments talking about it being in the living room, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have done it here in the hallway. And I actually didn't think of doing it in the hallway, but after those comments, I came and checked it out, and it would have been possible in the hallway, but really tight. And I did want a fairly big opening just in case I do have to get up there, because the access is the attic space is very small, so I wanted my access to be big. And at the end of the day, once that is painted white, it's really not gonna be that noticeable. So I didn't originally think about putting it in the hallway, just kind of cut a hole in here, because for some reason I just thought it was supposed to be in here. So I didn't think about that, but maybe I should have slowed down on that. But hindsight, it wouldn't have worked anyhow, so I'm happy with the hole being right here in the living room. The other day when we were out here, we were able to get a lot done. Pretty much got all the trim done besides the baseboard. So having these windows trimmed out makes a huge difference on the looks. Makes it look way more complete. We were also able to get all the windows taped up and ready for paint, because we're going to be spraying. Except these two windows, because those are the ones I was working on. We had to wait on those to dry up after I caulked them. So you can see that. We've still got a lot of work to do to get prepped for paint. We got to hang these doors, get the doors trimmed out or framed up to be able to hang a door. Got my vanity right there. Got to set that. Also got to set all these kitchen cabinets. So needless to say, we've got a lot more work to do before being able to paint. So this bedroom door right here, the big bedroom door frame, we were able to leave untouched pretty much to the demolition, so we don't have to do much here. This one, I left this piece in here the whole time, but had to take this side up and the top, but I was able to, or I'm gonna be able to reuse that. It's sitting right there over in that corner. And then the bathroom one we completely demolished, so I have to rebuild that one completely. Hey guys, I'm back at the house today, kind of angry and aggravated with nature. or animals, these squirrels have started chewing up my house. And I mentioned the other day, I think when I closed in that hole on that side of the house, I noticed a little hole over here the other day, so I closed it up with just some boards temporarily. Doesn't really look good right now. And then like 2 days later I was out here and the darn thing's got in there. I don't even know how they're doing it. They've got to be on the roof. I see they easily got access to the roof from trees, and they've got to be hanging over. The only way I can think of is from the roof to get to that little area right there to even chew that. Another thing that helps is closing the hole, but obviously sometimes that doesn't work because they just start chewing another hole. So hopefully I can get them out of here, quit tearing my house up. It's a little upsetting when you see things like that tearing your house up. You put so much time and work and effort into something, and then for something that small and aggravating to just go chewing your house up. Especially when, at least I hadn't redone those corners and they started chewing them, but this didn't need to be done. They were perfectly fine until they started nibbling on them. Hopefully I can stop them from chewing the house up, and I'll worry about that later, fixing that, because I'm still focused on getting the inside ready for paint. Got a few other things to do. Hopefully gonna knock that out today and tomorrow so we can paint next week. Door shuts perfectly. Let's go. So all the doors are hung throughout the whole house. Obviously you've seen the 2 exterior doors and then just the 3 interior doors. And I chose for this one bathroom door to come out. I know that's probably not normal, kind of abnormal, but it gives so much more room in this tiny little bathroom for that door to open out instead of in. So the door's not in here, taking up space. And with how small the hallway is, I did a little test walking from this room, and even from this room would still not be that bad. Walking straight out, the door opens all the way up. So I think that's gonna be okay. Even got a built-in door stop right there on the top of that trim. That was unplanned. Noticed some new chewing activity up here. I don't know if you can see it, but right in there, some new chewing activity since I blocked that up yesterday. So little guys want there really bad. I'm gonna go to the store and get some white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, which they don't like the smell of. I was gonna spray it on the corners of the house where they're chewing, so hopefully that'll prevent them from doing that. But today we're still doing some ticky-tack stuff for the holes in here in this. This is called something. It's not drywall, but it's like a little thin sheet of wall. I can't remember, wall paneling, something like that. I've got 3 holes in it, and instead of replacing a whole sheet for this little hole, I had a little piece of it that looks like this. Not an exact match, but I'm gonna cut little squares to go over these holes and just caulk them and paint them. But anyways, at the end of the day, I've got to start making decisions to get this project wrapped up. We're coming up on what would be my original deadline, which was May. I've already pushed that to June. So I'm already a month behind what I originally wanted to be at. Just couldn't get that out. So that being said, I'm trying to speed some things up where I can. Also save a little bit of money. Things like that is a decision that I just have to make, which leads me into the fact that you guys probably already noticed, already commented possibly, that the doors don't match. These 2 bedroom doors match, but not the bathroom door. I can always come back and replace this door. It's got some peeling paint that we'll have to peel off before paint. Anyways, it's just another judgment call I had to make. I was able to get these 3 doors at off Facebook Marketplace for like 20 bucks for all of them. They all had door handles and they all had hinges. So can't beat that as far as price. And for them to not match, really not that big of a deal because they're all going to be painted the same color. And as far as thinking about this as a rental, I still want to make it nice enough to get a good tenant in here. But like I said in like the second video, at some point you got to draw the line to get the project across the finish line. And that's a place I'm willing to draw the line right here where everything is not going to be perfect in this house. I'd have to tear it down to the bare studs to go from there to get it perfect. And I'm perfectly fine with it not being 100% perfect. So that's just kind of where I'm at with the project and how I'm thinking through things. That some people comment. I got one comment, someone said, "Shit, what a shoddy job," which I just laughed. I thought that was kind of funny. From his perspective, it has been, but he's not in here doing it. So at a certain point, you've got to just keep chucking along, and that's where I'm at with the project. And I'm not discouraged yet. We're still ready to get the thing done though and keep pushing forward. I'm still enjoying the process. So anyways, enough of this talking. I got to get some work done today. Got most of the baseboard and trim all run throughout the whole house except for the kitchen because I'm waiting on the cabinets. I've kind of at a stopping point as far as that goes because I need a cabinet here and a cabinet here so I can finish that out. So that is something I can wait on though. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a gigantic cleanup. Obviously it's a mess just throughout the whole place, and you know I'm wanting to be painting really soon. So that means I gotta get everything out here because I'm gonna spray first. So I'm gonna clean the whole place up today. I've got to wipe the walls down that were mudded out to get the dust off. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll be coming to caulk everything, which will be kind of tedious, and then to tape up everything else that needs to be taped, like these windows, all the outlets, switches. I'll probably tape up the shower right here. I'll probably let that get some paint because it could use another coat. So anyways, and hopefully the start of next week I'll be painting in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this place up, haul a lot of this stuff, like these old 2x4s I had planned on maybe reusing at some point in the project, but just didn't have the time to take all those nails out. Sometimes it's just easier to go buy a 2x4 rather than to spend so much time trying to preserve those. So those are gonna get thrown in the trash. So I'm gonna load up the trailer and then end the day with a run to the dump. ready for paint as we're ever gonna be. I think I'm ready and just excited to start spraying the walls. I've done some last minute taping up like the windows, cabinets, because I'm gonna go ahead and spray the outside of those. I've done some caulking. I'm sure there's more caulking that needs to be done. I've got what I saw and was visible, but still, when I get a first base layer of paint, white paint, all those caulking holes and lines that still need to be addressed will stand out like a sore thumb. So I can do that then. But I want to go ahead and end this video as a paint prep video. I'm going to do a separate painting video, but before I end this video, I wanted to go over some numbers with you guys. I went ahead and wrote everything up on the wall here for you guys. So the total cost I'm in this whole place, including down payment, is $17,263. You minus the down payment, you're down to $12,263, and that includes my monthly payments I've been making, which has been $500 a month. So minus my monthly payments, I'm $9,763 just in materials in this place. So those are the numbers on this house. I'm still under that $10,000 mark, which was my original goal, but obviously we've still got a whole lot more to do in here. So I'm definitely going to exceed that. And if you remember a couple videos ago that I talked about wanting to stay under a $15,000 mark at this point, I still think that's possible. It's going to be really close. The biggest expense I have left to do in here is going to be the mini splits, which I can install, but the equipment itself is going to be around $1,500 to $2,000, not $1,500 to $2,000. And then the flooring, I've already bought the flooring. I got a really good deal on that for $1 a square foot. So that's the two major big things left to do in here once I paint the inside and the outside. And there still is a whole lot more to do than just those things. A lot of it's ticky-tack stuff, which adds up really quickly, but I still think we're gonna stay in that $15,000 range for total cost on materials for this house. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Next video, I'll be spraying this place and cutting in the walls, which I am super excited and happy for. Probably one of my most, one of the things I've been most excited for is just to get paint on the walls, because that's just going to make the world of difference in here as far as the looks of this house go. I know I say that a lot about everything because everything just really has been that way, but I'm just excited for the paint to go on the walls. Thank you guys for watching this video. To all my loyal subscribers and new subscribers, I appreciate you tuning into the videos and watching them, liking them, commenting. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. A lot of y'all have good insight on things that I should do or should have done. And some of that stuff is feasible and I can do, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to get this place ready to be rented. And I've just got to make certain judgment calls along the way that best fits my goal, my plan, and my budget. All that being said, I love seeing your guys' comments and interacting with you guys. So if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, comment something down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.